New York Yankees fans, is Brian Cashman in the hot seat? Has Hal taken away the keys? Is it Hal's way or the highway? It appears that way. Brian Cashman, Hal's coming for you, boy. You better get prepared. New York Yankees fans, yet again, it is Felix from NYYNEWS.com. Like always, hola, como estás? So, what's going on here? Our boy, Pete Simonetti, put out a report, which he never gets credit for some reason. It's kind of amazing, right? How Pete Simonetti has grown and has so much respect, and he's had basically done it all on his own with no help from mainstream media or writers. So Pete Simonetti put out that Hal Steinbrenner restricted Brian Cashman from making significant sell-off moves at the deadline or making numerous trades that were ready to go, but obviously needed Hal's approval. So let's take a look at Pete's video. Let's pull it up here.
Everybody, Pete Simonetti here for NYY News TV, and boy, oh boy, do we have an exclusive for you today. But
Pete
first
Simonetti
and foremost,
here from NYY
I just want to
News
thank everybody for contributing and hanging out with me on the 24-hour live stream we did on August 1st. It was amazing. It definitely exceeded all of our expectations. And again, to this amazing community, we just want to say thank you. But getting into the nitty-gritty of today's story, I have confirmed from multiple sources, but I got my last one that confirmed, and when he confirmed, I was ready to run with this story. The New York Yankees at the deadline, Brian Cashman and his team, were all but sold on selling off assets of this club, as they feel like this team is not a couple of days of playing bad, couple of weeks of playing bad. This team has now a long, extended period of not being a really, really good baseball team. I think, over the last 200 games, they're like a 500 ball club. And he was told no by Hal Steinbrenner. To sum the whole thing up, Hal Steinbrenner believes that it is his duty that if the Yankees are within reach to make the postseason, they have to make the postseason, because anything can happen if you just get in. We've heard these comments from Hal Steinbrenner before, so this should not shock anybody. They want to just get in. The New York Yankees, according to my source, had multiple players ready to be traded. There was apparently a deal in place potentially with the Arizona Diamondbacks for Luis Severino. Also, Baltimore for Luis Severino before they got Flaherty. That deal, my understanding was all but ready to rock and roll. I didn't hear about Anthony Rizzo. I didn't hear about that. I did hear about Harrison Bader. I did hear about Gleyber Torres. That was something that Brian Cashman actually felt would have been able to better the club by getting the assets back. He thought he could have. All of those were basically nixed in the butt, saying do not make any moves. This team can go out there and win. They can get in. And he felt any player they would get would not be the talent level that these guys are on the field. So here's the biggest story of all of this, is that the Yankees are a mess. And guys, it's very, very clear. You saw the reports. The Yankees are going to look to sell. They're going to look to buy. Then they're going to look to sell off assets of the last year players that, contracts are running up. They're going to look to make those moves. I even heard another one, too, that they had a couple of deals in place for relief pitching. Wandy Peralta, another one that Ron Marinacci was attached to one of the starting pitchers they were going to deal. We know the stuff with Domingo German, which, by the way, is a lot worse than even what they're telling you. Things happen in the clubhouse. Very, very bad. TVs broke. A lot of mess. The Yankees right now are in a complete... they're just in a complete mess. It doesn't seem like there's many people on par with each other. And when you go back to this and you watch this club, guys, I think the majority of Yankee fans figured the Yankees probably should sell off some assets. So it looks like Cashman, his team, were all kind of in the same boat in that. I do hear, if this is some good news for some people, that we're probably going to see Everson Pereira. I got a feeling the Yankees are going to be cheap. They'll wait till after the 19th, that additional year of control, then get him up.
So, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news first. For the people that believe this makes Brian Cashman look bad, it does not. This makes I'll say, the boss in training, because he hasn't won that title yet. This makes Hal potentially look bad. If the Yankees miss the playoffs, Hal Steinbrenner's legacy is already shot up. If the Yankees miss the playoffs, all this falls on Hal Steinbrenner. And if you guys thought, when he got booed at the stadium when Derek Jeter was there, oh my goodness, it's going to be an explosion. This guy is probably going to be the most hated man in New York City because he's taking all the blame. So let's go to the good news now. The good news is that Hal Steinbrenner has shown that he believes in this group of Yankees. And the Yankees have won 2 straight after basically they weren't traded away. They kept the same team intact. So, analyzing this team, as of now, it seems that it has lit a fire under their asses. It has sparked them. I could just tell. I could tell immediately. They're showing more, I don't know, I wouldn't say compassion. I would say more guts and a urgency to win. So that's the good news. The good news is that Hal Steinbrenner has made it known that he's going to take all the heat. The players know, he knows that he's going to be the most hated man in baseball if the Yankees don't make the playoffs. I was 50-50. No, it was more or less than 50% that the Yankees would even touch the playoffs. They were looking like a dead chicken. Not with his head cut off. Right after you strangle the neck and it's wobbling and stuff like that. That's how the Yankees appeared. Dead. But as of now, I can't say that the Yankees are not going to make the playoffs. I honestly believe that. As Stanton is becoming hot, finally. He looks like he's going to get on a hot streak. Judge is obviously back, so you never know. These records are very weird this season. And I attribute that to the rule changes. People are saying, no, the rule changes have nothing to do with it. Are you paying attention? Obviously, we've all known that the Orioles were on the come up. But take around and look at the league. All these teams are somewhat above 500, a little bit below 500. Small market teams that you wouldn't even think would be chasing a wild card. So with that being said, the Yankees still have a shot in making the playoffs. And oh my God, let's say if Hal's way works, you would have to give that man his props. Nobody believed that this team would even make the playoffs. But somehow Hal Steinbrenner, let's say if they make the playoffs, Hal Steinbrenner believed in this group. And if the Yankees make that comeback, then that shows two things. That shows that Hal Steinbrenner wiggled his Johnson, and he's going to prove he has the biggest schlong. And two, it means that he believes Brian Cashman is full of shit and is not a great GM, and he just proved it to the fans. So, in other words, Hal Steinbrenner took the stands of the majority of Yankees fans. We've all seen that guy at the stadium with the Fire Cashman banners. But this might be a ploy to take heat off Brian Cashman and put it on Hal, but I don't believe that. I honestly believe that Hal Steinbrenner is rolling the dice here, and he's going all in. And again, Pete Simonetti put that news out. He also put the news out of Domingo German being wait a second. Domingo German is a woman abuser, confirmed, and he almost was a teammate abuser, a grown man abuser. As if you go out, Domingo German is the type that can't handle his alcohol. Obviously, you go out with him, you're either gonna get in a fight or end up dead, or Domingo German might just kill you. So it's unfortunate because he did a picture-perfect game, but obviously that was the last time we're going to see Domingo German as a Yankee. I forgot when his last start was. He came into relief or something the other day. But yeah, unfortunate news on that front. It's just unfortunate, people out there being alcoholics and stuff like that. It's a real life issue. But you can't be a woman abuser. That is totally wrong. And then on top of that, have another situation where it could have turned into Domingo German beating up Aaron Boone. But I think fans would have cheered him on. Let's say Domingo German never beat women, never beat females, which is totally wrong. He's a wimp for that. Let's say he had never done that, and the news came out that he was about to beat Aaron Boone's ass. That guy would be the most popular Yankee of all time. But that's what he was going to do. That's what Pete Simonetti put out as well. And some hater-ass bastards never want to give my boy credit. So there you have it. The last great deadline, in my opinion, that Brian Cashman had was in 2017. After that, he made a few moves that panned out for a while. One of the most recent trades that he did, that they're still on this ball club, Wandy Peralta, which was a good move. I'll give him credit for that. But other than that, your Luke Voigts, Mike Topmans, whatever, little flash in the pans. What's the Luigi-looking guy? Freaking, god damn it! I can't even think right now because I'm thinking about Domingo German beating Aaron. Potentially, he was going to beat Aaron Boone's ass. By the way, the player I'm talking about, damn, this guy's name is so easy to remember too. He went to the Padres. So those are, flash in the pan moves that Brian Cashman has made. So there you have it. Hal Steinbrenner, like the fans, think Brian Cashman is full of shit. Because people are thinking this makes Brian Cashman look bad. No. It potentially has the chance to make Hal Steinbrenner the most hated man in New York City. Hated man amongst Yankees fans worldwide. So there you have it. Hal Steinbrenner goes all in. Let's see if he's right. If Giancarlo Stanton could catch fire and, other guys can contribute, the Yankees have a good chance in making the playoffs. September comes, call up some of these youngsters, and who knows? what might happen. So there you have it. New York Yankees fans, like always, this has been Felix from NYYNEWS.com. Share, like, and subscribe, and I will check you out next time. Girl, call me right now. NYYNEWS.com.